Well, we're selling our house today. I'm really excited to build a house, but selling our house is really scary to me. I don't often have buyer's remorse, but I do get seller's remorse sometimes. When I sold my 95 Corolla that took me to 300,000 miles, I still am really sad about that. I love that car. This house has been just such a blessing in our lives. We've had the most wonderful neighbors. I love it.
We have a fence right over there. And then we have mirrors and bathrooms.
2 of our babies were born here in this house. It's just gonna be really hard to leave. I know the new house is gonna be so much nicer, but it's still a scary thing. I just hope everything works out with the new house because it's gonna be awesome. Then I will not have seller's remorse. That's our exciting thing today.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
We just sold our house. We signed all the papers. It's done.
Now we just wait for a wire to our bank, the largest wire we've ever received.
And we will be rich for a couple days. Actually, we'll be pretty rich till our house is done.
And that's it. Just like that. We're done. There's significantly less paperwork when you're the seller.
It took us like 15 minutes. So we're done. We're not homeowners now. Just like that. Nothing changes except that we don't own our home.
That's really weird.
Really weird.
Hey everybody, okay, so here's the update. We had our pre-construction meeting, which is basically where we took everything that we had put on paper on our work order, and then they actually put them on plans, which is really exciting. And we actually did find a couple things. It was good. It was a good meeting because we did find a couple things. Things that like you wouldn't have thought of until you actually saw it spatially. So all along the process, we felt like we had all the options that we needed and the leeway to customize however we wanted, and that was good, except for one thing, and that was the back door.
They didn't have what we wanted in a door.
It's easy to kind of get tunnel vision and only think about the options being presented to you by the builder, but we can go get a door from a door place or from a Home Depot or something like that.
That's exactly what we want.
Yeah, and it costs X amount. Arive has been good. I don't want to give the wrong impression, but like they didn't really want to do that. They wanted to use the brands that their sub could get themselves. In fact, the very last email I almost didn't send. I was like, man, I feel bad. I'm pressing her like the 5th time on this issue and she keeps being the go-between and they keep saying no. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to send one more email. Lo and behold, they came back and they were like, great, then you can provide the door and we'll install it. And I was like,
yeah.
Yes, okay. Sometimes you can think outside the box and you might have to push a little bit for it, but you can usually, you can get in the end what you want.
We didn't see these plans until the meeting where we have 1 hour to sign everything off. We're wishing that we would have had them email these to us so that we could go over them. So it's just kind of like, whoo, so much so quick that you don't notice little things like a window upstairs is off center with the door downstairs till you take it home and you're like, that doesn't look right.
So if you ever feel like you're kind of being rushed to a decision, like it's totally fine to just be like, hold on, I'm not signing off quite yet. I need to look at this more. I think most of all, it's just exciting to actually start seeing the plans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not everybody watching this is going to be in Utah and considering the same builder that we're using, Arive Homes. But I will say I've really, really liked them. The whole process, oh my gosh. When we first started, and we started telling people we're going to start building a home, we had so many people warning us. They're like, oh man, get ready. It's so stressful. It's so...
You're going to hate it. You're going to hate each other. You're going to be fighting about everything.
Obviously, look, they haven't started building yet. We'll see how that goes. But this process up to now has been awesome. It's been fantastic. And no, we haven't fought about it. So everybody always says that when you're working with a builder like this, they're going to get you on the upgrades, right? We ended up doing upgrades that totaled about 18 or 20% of the base price. Be prepared for that, but also just be prepared to decide which ones are worth having them do versus which ones you can either do yourself or hire a contractor after the fact to do later. So part of the process for us anyway is going to be to do a few extra things to the house after it's built. So things like drapes and blinds, under the cabinet lighting, putting a barn door into Debbie's sewing room. So for now, while we're waiting for them to do all the build, we're starting to kind of budget in all of the materials and things like that we need for these extra projects.